can employ a new stick when he's living with me that you can think of?
Well, hopefully, if he is coming back to live with you at any stage, or hopefully soon, then the change will be that hopefully he'll be able to come and see me here. So I will talk to him. Now, whether that's sufficient, in terms of addressing his behaviour, I don't know. But it didn't seem to me that he formed any engagement with any mental health professional after he left Rosa Parks ward. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there.
No, it's mainly you. I think there, yeah.
But after he left, he needs. Most of the work in mental health is done in the community. It doesn't seem like he engaged with anybody in the community though.
Well, no. Obviously, it was very unfortunate. Okay, discharge day. He did he qualified for the injections. Guess what? He decided as soon as he was released, I don't need injections. He stopped going. You may remember this. We were powerless. No more stick. This is my point. No more stick. So when he comes to live with me yet again, no more stick. He's going to stop taking his medication, and I'm not going to be able to manage him.
But there's an issue here about him living with you. Whether,
yes.
Whether actually you need to be allowing him to live on his own somewhere else close to you, so he has some oversight. And then once he starts to deteriorate, then that's when NHS services have to be called in again.
Well, in all likelihood, that detection of deterioration, non-compliance would be when he's on the street picked up by the police. So I feel like I'm starting to become an expert in this because there's been several episodes now.
Yeah.
So that's the crack. He's going to fall through the crack. That's what the crack looks like, right? He's on the street. He's acting erratic. Somebody notices. Somebody calls the police. They come.
That's how people get into hospital these days. Often,
right.
It's not ideal, but that's what happens. But
de facto system. That's how it works.
It's a kind of defective system in a way, yes.
No, de facto system. Is it?
De facto.
De facto. It's not officially how it's supposed to work, but in effect, that's how it works.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, but it's also the nature of mental illness. It's very sad, but Philip doesn't have insight. So if anybody doesn't have insight, it's always going to be the case that they're going to end up probably being admitted against their will at a time when they are most unwell and most erratic. That's the thing. Yeah. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Thank you. If I may, you breached one other idea. Let's just explore that briefly. That Philip living with me is one option, or living on his own is the other option, where he wouldn't affect me. We've kind of tried that already. I rented a separate room for him in the same house above, and again he fell off the grid. He was doing scientific experiments, went missing, all the rest of it. His mom doesn't want that. She doesn't want him alone. She wants me to be the overseer. So
I agree with that. I understand why, but then that leads to arguments. It leads to problems. People. As a young adult, he also needs to have some leeway.
Good point.
This is the problem. You see, yes, clearly none of us want him to be psychotic. None of us want him to be using drugs, but he's a young adult and he will do these things partly.
And it's naturally hard, even for a healthy young adult.
Sometimes you're both going to be better off not seeing some of it. But just being aware that when he gets to a certain phase, a certain stage, that's when you need to act.
Which is what? What does acting look like? If he's in the house, the police can't come in and intervene.
They can.
Right?
Yeah, of course they can. Yeah, mental health act assessment.
I
The
understand.
police can only use a 136 when he's outside, but a mental health act assessment can be pre-arranged proactively through the mental health team, with a social worker and two doctors and the police coming to
how would that be
section him and
arranged?
remove him. It's through the mental health team.
No, I would have to initiate that. I would call who?
So hopefully he'll remain on the books of the CMHT anyway.
Okay.
But even if he's not, he can be referred back via his GP, so through you or through me, via his GP to have an emergency mental health act assessment arranged by the community mental health team.
But again, who would trigger that?
That's pre-arranged.
I would have to trigger it.
You would trigger it by calling the GP.
He doesn't have a consistent GP.
Does he? Wherever he's living, he needs to be signed on with a GP.
Yeah, Paxton Green, but I think he's been there on occasion. But I mean, again,
it doesn't matter if he's never been there.
But he would have to go there, and he's not going to go there.
No, he doesn't have to. If he is registered with the practice, and you as his nearest relative indicate that he is unwell, he's becoming unwell, relapsing and he needs a mental health, he's not engaging with